Windows 10 was the last good Microsoft product. Too good that people refused to switch to Windows 11. But instead of fixing their mistake, they just ended support for Windows 10. Too many pop-ups, continuous crashes, performance issues, and shitty updates are making people to look for a replacement. And maybe that's why you're here. Because something inside you finally snapped. You're tired of Windows doing Windows things. So you're looking for an escape. Well, you're in the right place. Linux versus Windows isn't just a tech debate. It's a fight between speed, control, and freedom. Anything that annoys you on Windows becomes a breath of fresh air on Linux. Developers, programmers, and yes, even gamers love it. So why should you use Linux? Because Linux can run on any potato you call a computer. Here's the truth. If you have a dusty, lifeless 15-year-old laptop sitting in your room, Linux can bring it back from the dead. Windows needs modern hardware just to open the start menu, but Linux kernels are built to operate on almost anything, from the beefiest gaming rigs to machines that struggle to run Windows 7. Linux just doesn't care. It works, and it works beautifully. Or maybe you're switching because of money. Windows loves charging you for everything. License, apps, features that should have been free in the first place. And half the time, those apps crash and take your progress with them. But Linux, the apps are all free. The replacement for Windows software, also free and open source, and usually better. But let's say you're stubborn. Let's say you can't let go of your Windows apps. Fine, bring them with you. Tools like Wine and Proton can run a surprising amount of Windows software. But trust me, you're not gonna even feel the need of doing that. And what about gaming? You're good. With Proton, Vulkan, and Steam's insane compatibility layer, almost every major AAA title runs on Linux. Some even run better than on Windows, which sounds illegal, but here we are. People have tested The Last of Us, Death Stranding, Elden Ring, all performing shockingly well. So yeah, gaming isn't a problem anymore, it's an advantage. Now let's talk customization, the part where Linux flexes the hardest. Linux is one of the most customizable operating systems on the planet. You can change everything, from desktop environment to the kernel itself. This isn't a marketing phrase, this is literal. You want a clean, modern look? Genome. You want full control and endless settings? KD Plasma. You want something lightweight? Cinnamon. You want to go full anime level animations? Hyperland. Or maybe you want nothing but a terminal. Your minimal hacker core. Linux lets you choose, and the best part, you're not locked in. You can turn your Linux desktop into something that looks exactly like macOS, and no one will know. Change icons, fonts, colors, animations, and layouts. Everything is yours to shape. But here's where Windows truly gets embarrassed. Freedom. On Linux, you're not trapped by one company's rules. You decide what software runs, how updates work, and how your system looks, feels, and behaves. No forced restarts, no paying extra for features, and no hidden tracking. Linux is open source. The code is public. People can read, improve, and adapt it. You can even build your own distro if you want. But freedom comes with a catch. Too much freedom can be scary. Linux won't stop you from breaking your system. Windows will happily break it for you, but Linux, it just hands you the tools and helps you break it yourself. It is powerful, liberating, and it's a little dangerous. But that's why people love it. So let's wrap this up. Linux in 2026 is faster, smoother, and more reliable than ever. It is more secure, more customizable, and better for old hardware, better for privacy, for gaming, and for productivity. Better for everything except being controlled. Put all of that together and the conclusion becomes obvious. Linux doesn't just beat Windows, it embarrasses it. Though as I mentioned, if you want to know how you can make your own distro, make sure to check out this video here. And as always, take care, stay hydrated, and bye bye.